What is up, fish tank people? Fish Aquaria coming at you guys with another species profile here. Uh, Cory Catfish is just finally deciding to come up in the front, and the neons are trying to get some camera action also. So this is the Cory Catfish. So Cory Catfish, of course he would run away, are some of the most easiest fish you can take care of. They are very well mannered and very peaceful fish. They won't mess with anyone in the tank, and for the most part, nothing will mess with it unless you got some super aggressive fish that doesn't want them in their area. They will eat a variety of things. They are excellent cleanup crews if you're working on that for your tank, and they can help to lower nitrate by eating the leftover food. But I do suggest you supplement them with other foods. I feed them shrimp pellets, Cory sinking wafers, and also I do my own DIY food, I guess you can call it, with some peas smashed up with flakes, pellets, and their wafers, and put that all together so they can get some vegetable in their diet. And I do that about once a week to clean out their system. Cory Catfish, they like their temperature ranging from 72 to 79 degrees. They can get anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, and in my opinion, they are my favorite fish. Love these little guys, can't get enough of them. They like to be in groups of the best. If you want to see them thrive and do very well, you want to keep them in groups of 4 and give them some lengthy space. You can see I have them in my 20-gallon long here, and they definitely enjoy it. And one thing is a must with Cory Catfish is rounded gravel that is smooth, and or sand, the best option. The reason you want to do that is so you don't mess up their barbels. And what happens if the barbels get worn down is the Cory Catfish, they can get disease in and they'll die. So you definitely want to do sand, and you can get more of their natural behavior when it comes to sand, because they will sift through the sand, and you could see it. They sometimes they'll clean the sand, put it through their gills, and just filter it out. Awesome little fish. And that's Cory Catfish there. That's it, people. They definitely enjoy playing a tank, and they will occasionally dart to the surface to breathe air. If they do that very rapidly and a lot, that means that there's not enough. Your tank is not oxygenated well enough, and they are having a hard time getting some oxygen exchange in their gills. So, also another thing with this fish is they will breed in your tank, people. They are some breeding behavior is when they're swimming up and down on the glass, like this little one is doing, but no breeding behavior is going on in here. They will swim up and down. They will rest together, and something to simulate breeding behavior is doing about a 50% water change, and filling up cooler water than before, and that will simulate breeding behavior in the Cory Catfish. It's kind of like fresh rainfall in the Amazon, where they are from, and they definitely like low pH and soft water. They can adapt and are very hardy, and they're just very entertaining little fish. You can see this little dude over here chilling in my crypt. He's all over the place. I love him. Some things you need to watch out for is fish picking on these little guys. Them not getting enough food, because a lot of people make that mistake and not feed them, and they just think, oh well, he's just gonna eat some pellets, he's just gonna eat flake food that falls on the bottom, and that's a big no. You definitely don't want to do that. I have my tank set to 72 degrees, and these fish are thriving. And another big thing about this fish is they do not have scales. They are scaleless fish, and they come in many different colors, so they can tolerate some salt, but do not put a whole bunch of salt, because it kind of burns them because they don't have scales. So you definitely want to watch out about that. And they're awesome little fish. Got my peppered Cory Catfish right here. These guys get about 2.5 inches, and that's pretty much it. All I can say about Cory Catfish without looking at a list to check out more about them. So that's all I can say about these little guys. They're awesome. Go pick yourself up some. They are definitely entertaining fish, and I definitely bet you'll love them. Just give you some views of the Cory Catfish. So do some close-ups and then the video's over. Sorry guys, and I forgot to mention that my tank is actually not set to 72 degrees, just said something wrong there. It was actually 77, so let's finish with some close-ups, like I said, of the Cory Catfish.